All right, hello everybody. Uh, Kind of like a hard topic here. Sorry, I'm late a little bit, quite a few minutes. I'm sorry, I apologize for the delay, but got an issue to get all this picture. We're gonna be discussing here now. It's cheating and how to heal the cheating. Most of all, what is a cheating? Where that coming from? Where is this desires to cheat comes from? How deep they are? What the roots are? And ultimately, the whole kind of like the base feelings for it. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for being here. The whole basic feelings. Okay, it is fear. Okay, uh, the fear to face the problems with the current partner and solve them from within leads to all kind of like other feelings of the cheating. The cheater runs away from his because he doesn't have ability, fear the abilities from within to solve the situation, and the fear can lead to hi Christine, um, and usually it's act of the cheating is a act of dishonesty in order to take an advantage. But actually, deep from within, the person who cheats, they're trying to gain something that they not received. So, for example, the woman can cheat on a man because she didn't receive the love that she's getting into the relationship. She probably has a fear to leave the relationship. She doesn't tell the partner because she needs a, security. Could be a kids, could be another problem, another situation until her emotions kind of like breaks down and completely, and she's decided this cannot be go on anymore. I cheat on my partner, and I cheat into my life. I'm cheating in my soul, and this cannot go on. As far as the twin flames goes, that is very felt deeply within the guilt of the conscious when you feel love, spiritual love towards somebody else, but you're with your partner, even if you make physical intimacy. Now you feel that guilt from within. That's kind of like constantly get into it. Most of the reasons that the person basically cheats, they are deep within the roots, within the child behavior. That this is a behavioral pattern. The cheating is done for quite a few reasons. If it's done for over and over and over and over, then it become a toxic behavior. Then becomes from toxic behavior and continues, then leads to a narcissism. Okay. Hi Marshall. Hi Jenny. Thank you for being here. So one of the deep reasons is in the childhood. That is a you like a certain, depends of your sex. You could be a boy or girl, and you play with a boy or play with a girl, whatever is your situation, and you like them. You're good, very good friends in there. But all of a sudden, you ask them to play with their toy, and they say no. And you're getting mad right now that they're your best friend. They should give you everything. They should share everything with you, but they told you no. And just because they told you no, and you have behavioral problem with accepting the no from within, now you getting thrown a tantrum. You go and you say, "I will not play with you anymore. I will go play with." You find somebody else, and that's what that is. You're not dealing with the problem that it was there. You escaping and bolting out. Later on, that could be same issue with a friends at school, that develops within the teenage years, and then that cheating evolves from within. It's have a one partner, but I don't want to deal with the problem, with the issues that I don't accept the no. I'll get find somebody who's going to tell me yes. That also comes from when you develop the pattern. It's like that I want candy, and that's like no, you already had enough candy. Now you're like, Mom, I want so much candy. You're learning the pattern that if someone doesn't give you something, somebody else is going to give it to you. That's what the cheating is. Hi, CF. Thank you for being here. Okay. Cheat on a partner. Okay. That cheating once you are in a partnership, that it comes in from this escaping the problems to deal with the problems. It's like when they tell you no, why did they tell you no? What's the reason? What's the situation? Most of the time, you're not dealing with that problem with the no, and you kind of like bolting out, you escape. But that escape keeps repeating and repeating it, and doesn't solving problem, leads to crashes in life. Now, cheating on a partner, it's also out of the control because you feel like you're not in control of the connection for some reason. The ego wants to keep that connection within the control so you can receive what you want to receive the connection. Okay. That could also be coming in from, hi Diana, thank you, good morning. That comes in, the cheating comes in also when you find yourself hopeless. You lose the hope that you're gonna be your why. You're gonna be getting into what you thought you would. A lot of the people have this relationship issues because they have the hopes for what they have. They're gonna get from it, not what they give, and that's what they feel like. Well, I can't receive this. That leads from also missing a lack of self-love, lack of things because it's missing the security from within. That could be coming in when they haven't received love from the parent they love. Let's say, for example, if they love their dad, now they're rushing towards the other parent, and now they're learning this pattern of behavior. I will learn from this relationship, would develop, and I'm gonna go towards somebody else that can give me the love for it. That is a big time problem because leads to lack of love within the relationship. Because if the love was existing in the relationship, you won't create those patterns from within. But if the love was there and the care was there, then there is no hopeless. So if there is no hopeless, then the situation's going better. All right. Some of the partners they cheating for revenge. That is about to punish the partner for not playing with them. That comes back from the very first example that I give it to you in the daycare. Like, I'll punish you because you don't give me a toy to play with. I will go to play with a toy with somebody else. So basically, it's like um, the sex that I do with you, it's not good enough. I'm gonna go have a sex with somebody else, and they kind of like revenge, or if you don't give them something that doesn't satisfy them, now they looking to satisfy themselves someplace else with the idea that somebody else will give them what you don't give it to them. But if that is a soul or spiritual support, some of the twin flames, they told me, well, I had a sex with my twin flame or had intimacy with my twin flame, and guess what? I can't find it nowhere else. Now, in the name of the revenge, because the ego wants to revenge. Okay, it's all about what the ego wants for it. And you need to look at it that when the person begins to use this cheating for a revenge on you, that is a because of this punishment that it's within them. But when they revenge with cheating, guess what happens? They actually revenge on their own self. They're lying to your own self within the soul. And when that keeps continuing repeating, that ultimately lower down the vibrations within a person, lower down the spirituality, and the things are leading to completely disaster from within the person, ruins their behavior patterns towards themselves. Cheating is a form of control. Uh, um, that it's kind of like a crazy one for it. It's because they want to cheat so they can control themselves, so they can keep themselves with an internal balance from within. So they go, they cheat, and it's like no problem within the partnership. Okay. For example, in some other countries, it's okay you to have a buddy, and you go and you do it, and you're okay. They're okay because you also have a buddy. But if you look at it deeply within a spirituality, guess what? Your soul is degrading. Another reason for hi John, hi CJ. Another reason to cheat, the curiosity. They're curious how it's gonna be with that person. It's gonna be better. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be little. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be that. And also they testing if they can replace you. Okay. Now, if you had soul connections and things like this, it's gonna be different because not everyone do things with the soul. Cheating also can come from a lack of personal agreement from within and broken consistency from within. So, for example, lack of agreement is like, hey, I will give you my toy. You can have it for 3 hours, but you have to give it back. Uh, that develops early in the childhood. But consistency, it's like you give me, I give you, sharing things. Uh, that is they developing, the people who cheat, they develop a logic. I'm gonna go and get a new toy, new life, until that toy becomes old, and then they begin to cheat again. They're replacing parents within this. That turns that the love from within the person, it's not anymore love. It's only a lust. Okay, that was a. Um, it'll come to me. It'll come to me. Um, Lack of the agreement, it's because of they feel from within them they're going to lose the control, fear of losing the control, and that agreement that it's not from within, it's also reflects the agreement within others because they cannot reach the agreement from within. They cannot reach agreement with others to be a disconsistency with that same person. Uh, Talking about consistency or lack of it, that it comes from fear. Fear from within, uh, and that fear comes in because there is two things coexist within a person. That is a defense, and that is an attack mode uh, to win. They're both present at the same time. Now the person is feel confused, frustrated, don't know what to do, and they don't want to deal with the situations that they should be express themselves in defense, like they can defend their own opinion, or they can go ahead and create an argument, which is an attack mode. that is in a childhood, like, will I defend myself or I go ahead and get an argument with the kid? That's what the fear is. Um, that comes in of unsure of what to do instead of dealing with the problem. So we have a fear of not dealing with the problems at all. I won't deal with the issue. I'm just going to go ahead and satisfy my needs somewhere else. Um, these patterns, by the way, over the time, they can become a very toxic, and that can lead to a narcissistic behavior, controls, and consistently seeking for something new, some new pattern, new partner, new life. And that is the one thing of the narcissist, that they're continuously cheating through life. They cheat from one partner to another partner to another partner because of fear solving their issues from within. The healing patterns of this cheating. Uh, exactly, John. They cannot get what they have with us. Yes, exactly. So they're gonna see and try. Yeah, they're gonna see and try. Uh, Luna Alel 768. Thank you for coming into the chat. The healing patterns of the cheating, it's within your own self. That leads to, unfortunately, that leads to a lot of damage from personal, from within, then leads to a lot of miseries in life, but affects a family issue, creates a kids issue, lack of support, and using the body for gains. On it doesn't matter what gains. It could be a financial, could be emotional, whatever your issue is, and eventually that leads to total crash in life. But that total crash in life is actually put them into a part of healing. That leads them to that crash, leads to, first of all, see the truth. And they see the truth about their emotional, spiritual, and behavior damage that they created from within, that affects over the rest of the people they care about it. They do, of course. Um, and that damage to its own self leads them to a maturity. A lot of the people who does this within the twin flame, they usually go through the dark night of the soul, or deep revaluations from within the soul. When the soul begins to awaken, it's like, what I'm doing this, what I'm doing that, and now they seeking from within, they seeking within the soul, they begin awaken. Now they understand that what love is the consistency to a one person, and that's what that twin flame obsession towards that person. It's like, I mean, it's like a laser point dot on that person. They don't let it go. So now that laser point pattern right there teaches them how to have a consistency towards one person. They're not interested in somebody else. They don't look at an outside anymore. They're like, this is the love I've been waiting all my life. I don't want to screw it up like I screwed it up before. So, one second, John. I will answer it. Um, my throat was dry. That leads to a maturity from within. And when that maturity kicks in, now within the person begins to look for a support. They're looking for support from professionals to help, to clean. They're looking for information. But the process of this healing, it is about they change their behavioral patterns. The patterns that were developed from within, now they're crashed and burned, and now they're replaced from the patterns of the soul. That is a huge process. Usually, this process it's sort of like the dark night of the soul. Um, but over the time, this inner fight within them, they want to ask the question: is it worth it? When you're missing your twin flame, now you also asking yourself the same question: is it worth it to keep on going? Okay. And what it does is now within the person there is a the guilt and there is a the fear that it's from within that I will never gonna be happy anymore. I won't be happy if I miss this opportunity. So I have to evolve. I have to fix this because I see the disaster. Now, instead of having a fear from before the dealing with the issue, now they have a fear of losing their dreams, their hope of being happy, be in love, and experience all their dreams they wanted. Now it's the other side of the fear. All right. And later on, they're looking to add the spiritual or a religions. So sometimes some of the people I've been working on, they go towards a spirituality, which is eventually end up to be on a twin flame, and or a religion. You go to develop the proper spiritual values from within a soul, and to understand this. The reason you do this to heal the cheating, it is about that you develop a self respect. Okay, respect to itself, and that respect is going to be point out towards others as well. Another thing that then you begin to do is to heal that cheating is you begin to do things that you always dream of. You express in your internal dreams how to love partner, what to be the love partner, how to be an intimate, how to hug, how to be open up, how to be a vulnerable. Because before you weren't vulnerable when you were cheating. You didn't want to say the truth, not only to yourself, also to others. But now here, when you begin as awakened, now you have no issue with vulnerability because you understand. You understand now the value from within. Um, and one of the things that you end up with, that is you making a firm commitment to be and any relationship that you're going to have from now on, you're going to be with one partner, and you make that commitment from within the soul, from within yourself, and that leads you to the path of loving yourself and overcoming and healing the cheating from within. All right. I did my speech. I will take some questions now. Are they actually cheating through though in their mind? Because technically we break up and getting back together. So it's the breakups that they cheat. The breakups, okay, could happen because of many issues. That could be behavioral problems. That could be lack of agreement. That could be a lot of things, John. But if they, for example, said like, "Hey, I have to go do this and this, and I don't want you to be with me," and they go out and be with someone, and guess what? That is cheating. And then they come back to you on the same day. That now it's problem from within. Now that's cheating. But if they kind of like break out just to have a little breakaway from you so they can solve things from within. That's they haven't been with nobody. They just work with on themselves. That's not cheating. Okay. But if they on a purpose create an event where they cheat on you with somebody, then it's missing the self-respect, the respect that they are with you, and the respect there. within themselves, because by breaking the contract with you as a present, they're breaking the contract from within themselves. Maybe the contract with themselves never existed. They just pretend to have a contract with you, which is that's what the narcissism is. They pretend to love you and love bomb you, but they just wants to take. The part is when you tell them no, uh, and that goes back into the main thing. It's like, I don't want to give you the toy, and now it's like, ooh, you go ahead, tell narcissist no, see what happens. Uh, Saretta Bastien, you retract your message. Thank you for being here. Maybe you have to rewrite your question. We'll be glad to see it. Hi, Maria. Thank you for being here. Within the twin flames, there has been a lot of issues with cheating, but most of the part of the cheating is like left over to figure out their ego. Usually, that has to do with revenge, hurt feelings, or simply they really try to see if they can have the same thing with somebody else. That within, but within a soul, since the guilt it's still there, it will always gonna be. It's always gonna be this internal guilt of the cheating. So yeah. How did you like, guys? Like the information was good for you? Hi, Anne. Thank you for being here. About the twin flames, it is little different because most of the twin flames they are with their karmic partner, and you just have the spiritual connections with them. And if you pay attention to that pattern from within you, you feel jealous because they are with their partner, their karmic partner, okay, with their spouse. And now you're like, well, I hate that they'll be with them, or having issues like, well, they're making a baby, they should have making the baby with me, or any of this. Very good. Brain is reviewing many things. Yes, CF, thank you. Thank you for the input. But if look at it, the obsession of the twin flames, that strong connections from within in, all of a sudden it's all about issues you to be honest from within. A lot of the twin flames, they're not a really true twin flames because missing the truth from within them, missing the truth about the love that they have. They lie about the love that they have. Missing the truth that maybe they love somebody else. Missing the truth about the true love that it is. And now they stick into a partner or sticking to somebody else. I mean, throughout the years, a lot of the twin flames, Dio help me how to overcome that he's sleeping with his wife or she's sleeping with her husband. Is like, listen, this is a karmic partners, okay? Well, look at in the soul, those are a karmic partners, okay? They have karma to do, okay? If they become true within themselves and they recognize the truth that they're twin flames and they come to you, now they're true twin flames. They become the truth from within. But if they don't recognize this, you're the only one recognizing it, and it's a one-sided relationship. You have to leave it alone to the person to process the informations of the twin flame journey, not just like all of a sudden you pop that over there and tell them things. So uh, Maria, I missed the beginning, but I'll catch up later. I don't do it because I feel hard. So yeah, it's good not to do it. Most of the twin flames that once they begin awaken, they become demisexual. It's kind of like They don't want to do this physical thing if there is no presence of emotional or spiritual connections from it. Um, yes, Diana, actually, that it is. Diana, the other scenario of someone who cheats is that they have been violated to a very early age and never got over it, never healed. That it's true because they were forced, but uh, throughout this not healing part, and they looking for the proper love. I've been working with some of the females over the years that they've been, forcefully um, done it, and they understand that the person who does that and did that to them, but they still have to go from within and heal the inner child. But also, there is a blockages within the root chakra, and the reason they cheat is because they want to see if its other partner is going to give them that working up within the root chakra. It's involving healing within the root chakra, and sometimes that it's require more specific things from within to heal this. Usually that has to do with being vulnerable in the front of partner without the fear of being violated. Okay, to create a new security pattern from within, and that can help them to develop this pattern that now everything is okay. And when they have it with a partner, they feel free, they're open, and they don't need the need to go and look for another partner. Um, so there is a way to heal that if that's the reason, though. Diana, yeah, there is a way to do that. There is a way to heal this. That it's hard. It requires work, but yes. Uh, how to forgive cheating? You need to understand before you forgive, there's gotta be a repentance about the cheating and change of the behavior of parents. Otherwise, forgiveness doesn't work. And I don't know how to explain this to people. I try to explain to a lot of people to understand this process of forgiveness, but you guys keep asking me about it, and I'm kind of like explaining over quite a few videos lately for it. You need to understand forgiveness takes the both two parties to agree, to make an agreement, and the two parties involved, they have to work together to solve the issue. So to don't have a lack of disagreement and a fear from within, to understand the deep reason why in the first place the person cheat, what puts them into these situations to cheat. So, for example, if you're a male and you are not interested in your wife for quite a bit of time, then the wife eventually is going to cheat. It's the same thing with the man. If you don't provide the man intimacy and something, he's going to be start looking around. It's just like I don't receive the love that I got. But healing, it's a possible within, as long as the two individuals involved within understand that the root cause analysis of what the reason for the cheating is. That could be even in the social patterns, that could be in the behavior patterns, that could be because their social circle are cheating, and also they, in order they can be on that social circle, they also have to cheat. Like in the past, maybe 10, 15 years, it's been developing that pattern to when there is a group of friends, like maybe 10, 15 people, now they can inter-cheat to each other just so they can find the right partner and think that that's cool. But that pattern becomes a behavior standard, and now they are adults and they continue cheating. They still continue to be acting like a teenagers. A lack of maturity is mostly the problems too. Um, Diana, many lacks understanding of healing inner child, nor do they believe in chakras. I know because I have a partner, Native American Mohawk, who never healed and died that way. Sad. Yes, some people will never gonna heal because some people choose to use their ego and they stay deep from within the ego. That's what the cheating eventually, people who choose the ego, they develop these patterns of being narcissistic. They just want to take and take, and this partner will give you, that partner will give me, this partner will give you, that partner will give me. And at the end of life, you don't want to see this kind of person. Usually, those kind of people maybe have a few marriages, quite a few kids, and they're all broken in life, and the misery kind of like follow them after them very often. So, um, can we do something about them? You can tell them things. You can try to give me a hand, but don't save them. They have to have the desire of saving their own self from within. What can change them? Usually, those are the kids. Some of the females, when they figure out that the toxic patterns that they have transferred to kids, and now the kids has the problems, and they see the problems within the kids from within, now they begin to triggers their inner problems, and the family karma kicks in, and the situation gets to that point. But most of the time, the people, they actually coming to this realization when the child is developed or a little bit. This can lead to a toxic behavior patterns even when the child is improved. But once they understand this, now they see the reason why they need to change because of the kids for it. Um, Marshall, my twin flame cheats every day with karmic and doesn't believe we are twin flames. I mean, if they don't believe, they don't feel it, Marshall, from within, you can't like me. They have a soul. If they listen their soul, God is gonna tell them, okay. If they cheat, maybe they're okay with their ego. You know, the ego is satisfied, it's happy. Maybe they get everything what they want. Maybe money, cars, or anything materialistic as a toxic personality, because the toxic personality listen its ego. But that is for them. Eventually, that will lead to degradation within soul until life doesn't crash them. And when the life crashed them, then the situation's getting worse and worse. Now they feel like God's punishing them. No, God doesn't punishing them. They're punishing themselves because they should have done inner work a long time ago. They didn't grow up. That's what that leads to. Yep, with soulmate. Diana, so they hope they move on and move on, Marshall. Save yourself, exactly. Save yourself, Marshall. Good job, Diana. By the way, good job, Diana, Marshall. Thank you for all the questions. For CJ, trust, surrender, let go, work on a loving self. I am a majority. Exactly. You trust, You surrender, you let it go of all this garbage, and now you trust, surrender, and let go to the new behavior patterns. That is the transitions that we are doing as a twin flames. Um, yeah, that always been ever since awakening. Those three, they are like the three pillars of this journey. What is ironic about my ex was that he was the only person I met who said, "You are a soul, so much potential, alcohol and pain dominating him." Alcohol and pain. Now, the alcohol and pain, that person maybe um, suffered some dramatic event in life, and in the order they to feel better from within, they have an addiction, which is that addiction is the alcohol to numb the pain instead of dealing with the pain. Share what the pain is, look at the pain from within and resolve it from within. So, yeah, it's irony that people don't do that. But Diana, you need to look from within you that you learned something. That person told you something that nobody else told you. They told you about the truth that you are a soul. So, yeah. Um, what to do if if you find out that your twin flames cheat on you? It is about understanding the reasons. If they tell you the reasons, if they don't want to tell you the reasons, then the fear from within them, it's larger than the trust they have from within you. Um, can a twin flame be with another twin flame? Yes, happened before. You need to understand that you don't know who your twin flame is. Your twin flame comes in when the divine connects you to it. Okay? Uh, that can happen for divine purpose, that can happen for a journey, that can happen for reasons beyond your control, beyond this. So, for example, if you two twin flames couples, the one partner runs away and the other partner runs away. God doesn't want to waste the two beautiful personalities. And if it's meant to be, it will connect them, it will trigger them. But they're going to go through their own karmic situations they need to deal. Something wasn't healed, they have to work and heal it to it. Uh, it's not very often, but it always has divine purpose attached within you, Marshall. And it's very rare, but it's involved divine purpose. That is a one thing that it is, because the divine has. We don't understand in fully that divine. It's already been written in the book, and when somebody they know that some people they will bolt out. But when that affects something that it's requiring to keep on going, then the situation is hook it up with this person, because the one person or the other person has to keep on going. And that is a divine purpose. And you make that, it's kind of like the divine makes a new soul contract in a higher level. And that is the reason. But behind the reason that divine has from within, you find out in the future if it makes happen or it doesn't happen or whatever is the situation. You need to understand that sometimes bowing in front of the divine, when a divine comes to you and it's like, you gotta love this person, what are you gonna do? And all you can do is like, I trust you, divine, I surrender to you, and I will let it go of the person I have. And that is a kind of like a ultimate sacrifice. Yeah, you sacrifice everything you got from within you to the purpose of divine. It's a divine purpose. You learn to love and do everything 100% there, because now it's, you're servant to God. You understand that you're servant to God, and that is a more higher responsibility and things and so on and so on. So that's what. So exactly, Diana. That is a give it up to God. Can't do anything about it. God is testing them if they are worthy for divine purpose. You need to understand some of the twin flames going to be tested for if they are worth it on divine purpose. Let me tell you that this dark night of the soul for these people, it could be a different. You don't know. You're not telling you everything about it, because when the time for a test is, we don't get guidance. No, you don't. All you do is performance, and on the basis of that performance, they judge you, not something else. And yeah, give it up to God always, always, always. You need to understand. Give yourself to God. It's the ultimate love you're gonna get, the ultimate protection. They said whoever walks with God always reaches destination. If you walk with the universe, guess what? You walk in where the universe needs to be, within the organized chaos. Okay. A lot of the people think that the chaos is not organized. No, it is, but it's organized within the chaos. So things can be able to evolve for. CJ Diana, surrender the whole connection to God and trust His plans. Yes, my twin flame. My twin flame and 5D has similar traits with my former partner. So if I had met him in 3D, probably experiencing cheating, but this universe controls us. Exactly. You need to understand the universe controls. Yeah, not something else. You you have a choice to work with or deny to work with. Okay, you can choose to use your ego or your soul. You can choose to do what you want, make choices. This is like the Matrix, blue pill, red pill, and you wake up and you see a different reality, and you're like, holy crap, right? So don't think that when you go to the new way or the new pattern and the new lives that goes on, you're not going to be given that. The things are the same. The lessons are the same. The only thing it is the energy is high and it's different, and it's like, oh, for it. So, yeah. It's very good questions, though. I like the things I like right now. Um, I want to give you kind of like a little bit of a heads up to all of you here in the chat room about tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a union with the new moon that's coming up. Be mindful, because in these energies there's going to be Lilith, the moon, and the sun in Cancer. It's about family. And take a look your values from what you knew about the family, because it's all going to be in Cancer. This is kind of like a very rare unification with all three of them, the moon, Lilith, and the sun, to come kind of like together. And please be wise to listen your soul from within your family members, because this is in Cancer, which is represent the fourth house, the family, which is that's what Cancer is. And kind of like give you a little nuggets, heads up for it. I believe this experience was for me to return back to my inner soul and God, the most important connection. Exactly. Most important connection is to keep the connection with God. God can handle you. Either there was a one picture, with a person is here, and the one side it's God, and the other side it's also God, and kicks you down, and you're about to learn how to fly. So, Marshall, yesterday lots of low energy. Yes, the energies has been low and low, and sometimes it's kind of like the waves. It's come and go and come and go. Um, but keep watching those reports that I do on the other channel, and you kind of like gonna get the daily reports. So during the weekly reports, I can't just go through each day in depth, because I only see a one point of time that I pick it up. I pick it up the noon, kind of like in the mid of the day, to look the energy of the day, where the moon is and how the moon affects everything. Compared to the daily reports, I see the ascendant where it moves throughout the day, and where our vision is, where our focus is, which is two different things from within there. So, all right then. Let's. What are you gonna talk about tomorrow? All right, guys. What do you guys want to talk about tomorrow? And by the way, thank you guys, and share some love to all the cheaters out there. Give them love and heart, and pray from within you to they can overcome their own fears, their own problems, and they can mature. They can choose their own selves. So yeah, what do you guys want to talk about tomorrow? Thanks. You're welcome, Christine. So should I pick it up the topic, or are you guys gonna pick it up? Thanks, Zia. Jenny. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you for being here. Um, yes, thank you. I have to deep dive now. Yeah, we all have to deep dive from within now. Yes. Yeah, it's all about it. Yeah. Divine timing as a topic. Okay. Divine timing. CF, do you mean divine timing as far as a union? Or you mean divine timing is general? Mm. General? Okay. All right. Okay, well, we'll pick that up. And until I finish my cigarettes, kind of like giving you heads up if you are the cheater, but now you're a twin flame. How did that affected you when you begin to be awakened in the soul? Take a look at it deeply from within. Um, if take a look at it so deep. I would take you my personal example. I had a very bad marriage. At some point was unbearable, and that was really toxic. Okay. Um, so I couldn't. I went into and we had this presentation at the financial company that was, and it was kind of like a New Year resolution. And they ask, what is your goals and dreams in life for the next year so you can achieve. I have one goal that I wrote in the very, very top. I want to be happy in the relationship. I knew I was unhappy there. I knew my life was screwed up and my life was thinking. And everything begins from that point forward, realizing that you're unhappy from within. And there was a time when I begin to see this twin flame connection. When the first time I got ignited so bad, boy, I didn't know what it was with me. And I felt so bad that I cheat on the twin flame, but I felt so bad cheating on myself that I'm with my ex-wife in the bed. I feel horrible. I was like, God, why are you giving me this to me? I understand it's my wife. I'm married to her, but I don't want to touch it. We did it maybe once or twice during all this period. Um, there was a one time, the last time, that I was like, I was dreaming about my twin flame and did it as like my twin flame. And my ex told me, like, I know you from 17 years. What the hell happened to you? You do it totally different way. You're a totally different person. Boy, ever since that, I haven't touched it. So you can feel a guilt of cheating as a twin flame. But if you are awakening, continue cheating, that's mean there's a lot of conflict from within between the ego and the soul. They haven't solved from within you. Because you haven't made a choice. It's going to be only one. And that can lead you to a lot of internal issues in you, within the connection and everything else. So this lesson is meant to toughen us up. Divine souls like myself are one with innocent sight, and that is harsh lessons make us grow within and without. Exactly, Diana. Exactly, they lead to this, and we got so strong. We got powerful as a souls. We got powerful in vibrations. We got power of understandings. We begin a different human beings. We begin to enlighten it, to evolve, to illuminate it, if I must say, for it. So that's what I guys I'm leaving you with it. Go dive, go look deep from within, and Godspeed if you're a cheater or you're trying to understand you're a cheater for it. Why did the person cheat on you? Okay, don't judge without understanding, but listen. We need to understand you requires the truth. Without the truth, you won't be able to heal this. Not in a million years. Okay. All right, guys. So thank you so much, guys, and be love. All right. I'll see you tomorrow.